Alright Blues, and welcome to our transfer window review. It's been a really busy summer for City and we're joined by Stu Brennan from the MEN, who's going to talk to us about all of our business and the teams around us. So Stu, we spent about 140 million quid. Was it a good summer window for City?
I think it was. I think it was a very good summer. I mean, you look back to 2010, I think it was, when City came up with their biggest transfer window and brought in Silva and Yaya Toure, and that took City onto the next level, didn't it? You know, that's where all the success stemmed from. You know, I think Milner and Kolarov and one or two others came in, but Yaya, Silva were the two big ones that summer. And it's got the same kind of feel as that. You know, City are at a level they need to step on in Europe now, and I think players like De Bruyne and Otamendi and Sterling are the right buys to do that, to take City up another level.
Yeah, we haven't really bought a top class player, have we, since Aguero? So it's the first time where we've gone out and spent money on a player that's maybe not proven with Sterling and De Bruyne, but definitely got the potential to really kick us on.
Yeah, I mean, Sterling, we've seen what he can do in the Premier League, and he's still only 20 years old. You know, I think he's only going to get better. De Bruyne has done it in the Bundesliga, and to my mind, if you can play like that in the Bundesliga and be named the best player in the Bundesliga, you know, you're definitely going to be good enough for the Premier League as well. And we know he's at Champions League level, and they know from talking to Vincent Kompany and from the evidence of our own eyes that he does it for Belgium as well. You know, I know in Belgium he's rated more highly. I was told this by a respected Belgian journalist, that Belgian football fans rate him higher than Eden Hazard, which, you know, tells you all you need to know, I think.
That'll do. I think one of the biggest surprises was Otamendi. United were linked to him for quite a lot of the summer, and then City came out of nowhere. Was it a surprise for you when he just rocked up at City out of, well, nowhere really?
Yeah, it was. I mean, you hear little whispers, but I'd never managed to get that confirmed really in the summer. The three that the ones that we knew about were Sterling, De Bruyne, and Pogba. You know, those were, and City pretty much. You know, they don't tell you directly, but you can find out that that's pretty much the case. That those were the three main targets, and then Otamendi suddenly popped up. They kept that one very quiet. I mean, you know, sometimes they have reasons to make sure that things don't get out of the bag. And Otamendi had been talked about, but we'd never taken it that seriously, like we had the other three. So you know, well played to City for pulling that one off in the way they did.
I mean, I think it's a bit of a masterstroke really bringing him in. I know that it makes Denai go out on loan, but it's going to keep Kompany and Mangala on their toes, and surely for Europe as well, it gives us a bit more strength in depth, especially if there's any injuries.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I did a piece in the Evening News overnight, saying that, you know, you have to really look at who's replacing who in the squad, and if you look at it strictly speaking, Boyata's gone out of the squad and Otamendi's come in, and it's a bit of a no-brainer really. You know, you've now got four top quality international centre. As it stands, City's reserve defence, if you like, have got three of the Argentina back four, you know, which pretty much tells you where you are, you know, because as it stands, I mean, Kompany and Mangala are the men in possession, you know, and it's up to Otamendi and Michaelis to move, and the same at right back. Zabaleta's got to get his place back now because Sanya's started the season so well, so that tells you all you need to know. But you know, with that kind of competition, you can't really go wrong. You know, Mangala can't afford to do some of the things he was doing last season. If he does, he's out of the team. And the Kompany can't afford. We saw that at the end of last season. He's not invulnerable as he has been in the past. You know, if he makes a mistake, if he has a bad run of form, he's out, and the other players come in. So it's the competition is incredible at the moment.
What about Fabian Delph? A lot's been talked about our bigger money signings, but £8 million, how good a signing is Delph going to be?
I think that's a fabulous signing. I think that I was staggered really, because when he came in, a lot of City fans were looking at the price and thinking, well, it's an £8 million player. He's not an £8 million player. You know, he's a £25 million player. When you look at his potential and you look how good he was for Aston Villa last season, you know, I think the comparisons, is a slightly different player, but the comparison with when James Milner came to City, people were a little bit underwhelmed and thought City had overpaid. I don't think they did, looking back on it. And I think Delph will bring that kind of thing to City. He's got to get his place in the team, which won't be easy. But you know, in terms of the squad, in terms of strengthening the squad, and as we were saying with the defence, having that strength in depth, I think he's a tremendous addition.
We've talked about City's transfer activity, so check out part 2, links in the description below, where me and Stu are going to be talking about all of our title rivals' transfer business.
I think we won 2-1. 2-1. Come on, 3-0. 3-0, we won 3-0! We won 3-0! Top of the league!